Ooh. Good. Good. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 26. Beautiful again. I think it might even be deeper blue. So beautiful blue. Another thing, like, I'm really noticing, like, all the birds really have this push on the inside, the springtime. All the birds really have this push on the inside, the springtime behavioral push, because they have the jackdaws and the crows. Thursday, the 30th of April 26, and then 0% precipitation. Tomorrow it's gonna get 25. Nice. And then Saturday 23, and then it's going back down to 17 on Sunday. And then kind of staying around 17, 18. I mean, which is still great. I'm not complaining. about that. Just I mean, switch to another platform. There's no guarantees that that other streaming system is not gonna do similar things. I don't know why OBS does period. It was just one little moment where the sound was a bit distorted. That got weird, but that was like a few seconds. So the recordings are just fine. It's just not coming across live very well. Man, I was watching back yesterday's show. Are not responding to it. But yeah, I felt very dreamy. Yesterday. And it was kind of interesting following me in like the deeper esoteric thoughts. And I mean, to me, it made absolute perfect sense to what I was saying. Even though not every part of what I was when I was talking has been completely audible. That's a bit of an issue. So I'm gonna have to, I mean, if I feel like it, be a little bit more, put myself on the audible. So, because I mean, that is the risk when I get really like dream walking and I'm really thinking about everything. Because I mean, when I'm not in front of the camera talking, when I'm dream walking, like, yeah, I'm just sitting there silent. I need zero energy reserve for output. I can just pile it all on the process, the internal process with my spirit, the focusing. The concentration. But yeah, in front of it is really like just bumping around very abruptly. Right. Uh, that I do actually like to talk about, and that I have grown way more confident in the truth of them. So in a way, it's kind of funny. Every time Alex brings it up again with a guest, and it's also it almost feels like he's all testing everybody. Like, yeah, do you still insinuating that he like was a bad guy, which he really wasn't? Fooled in ways, maybe, yes. He was definitely being programmed, but he believed in what he was doing. Right? He was just exploring ideas, not really having the full scale set of tools that you need to protect yourself while doing that. That was kind of his problem. And he was suffering under it, like very noticeably, and he expressed that. And I really wanted to help him when I met him. That UFO and that Burmas, who was like all on top of how NASA's faking everything, and that we didn't go to the moon, but the Earth can't be flat. Oh my God, no. Oh, that's definitely not true. Right? Anything but the Earth being flat. It's not convincing. Because she let a bunch of math nerds get that. I mean, hey, with every good comes a bad to counterweigh it, and he was in balance in that sense. He is. I mean, he's still there, Jason Burmas. But yeah, it would have been interesting to see him go up against David Wilcock. If David Wilcock would have actually accepted it, because he was a bit. It wasn't super ego. put himself out there against the people, and at least gave you the feeling like he wasn't just like trying to manipulate you like a freaking lizard or something. That he was just a Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2022. I'm your host Arwin. And before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you know when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal and the Patreon. That would be much appreciated, and I can always use the support, so please keep it coming. Any support would be great. Also, give, send, go. Don't leave it lingering too long, because then they're just gonna close it off again. Right, anyhow. Weather today is again very beautiful. It's a bit more hazy, not as clear blue skied, but still clear enough. There's a steady breeze out there as well, which is kind of nice. But overall, very sunny, very warm. The mint plant is like full-blown blossoming. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of cute. Don't think I've ever seen like mint blossom before like that. Alright, I'll show the mint up close. Hello Voy, first in chat, good to see you. Oh, Sunny with a shade of chemtrail? Really? I don't see him. So, I don't see any trails here. I think it might just be the humidity built up or something. Right, anyway, let's check the weather. But first, it is Wednesday, the 31st of July 2024. Last day of July. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Only 47% humidity. Okay. 11 kilometers an hour wind. Yeah, I don't see much difference with yesterday. Slightly higher humidity, but I mean not that significant. Right, anyway, how you doing? Oh god. Derp alert. Did a trip to Germany yesterday for tobacco? Yeah, I can imagine. It might be worth, yeah, trying something like that out at some point. Oh god. Close up, Derpy. Totally worth the gas money. Yeah, I mean, if you have like a car or something, sure. I mean, if I wanted to do something like that, I would have to go by train. Don't know how much money that would save me, and it would take me like all day. I'm glad all of you jumped in right away. It's very promising. I had a pretty good sleep myself. I managed to go to bed a little bit less late, but I mean, it's still late. Still, like... but I had a good rest. Did some more working out, and I'm kind of sore from that. Yes, still starting late, that's right. You're gonna have to live with it if you really care for my show that much. I mean, if you really cared for my show that much, you would, I don't know, say things other than complaining about it. You know? You don't have to watch if complaining about it is all you do. Not complaining? Oh, really? Then why did you bring it up? What do you mean, pretty extreme, boy? What are you talking about? I started at 2:22. Oh, just an observation. Well, just a completely pointless observation that does not contribute to this show. I said I had a good sleep. Yeah, I did. But it's very hot out here, and timing with everything is still kind of difficult. I did not get up super early or anything. Right, so Space Comet just saying, like, I feel extraordinarily tolerant today. Don't know how long that's gonna last. Normally, people that I don't necessarily recognize that start out saying something like that, I immediately ban them. Now, I'm just telling you. Right. Yeah, and I'm not here to deal with obsessed baltards. Thanks, retired. That's why it's so quiet? What, because all the whiny bastards that all just want to complain about my show get banned immediately? Yeah. Good. I love the silence. So much more room. Yes, they had a lot of silence. I loved it. It was great. That first hour alone was like basically best show this year. He wasn't. Yeah, just because you don't call it complaining doesn't mean that I won't interpret it as complaining. Yeah. Why can't people in Tasmania see Polaris? Because the angle is beyond the horizon. Angular resolution? No, boy, that's not the issue. No, the angle is beyond the horizon. Right? Because the celestial sphere turns consistently further you go south and north. And at some point, yeah, the angle of Polaris is gonna rotate beyond the horizon. Right? It doesn't fold into the horizon because it's not a light hovering above a flat plane. It's an apparent sphere at a set non-actual distance from the observer that moves